Well, anyhow, let's see what that's one. Where to get stuck. Yeah, the track must come apart. Let me see. What's it getting hung up on? That was off the track. I'm waiting for somebody to show up. Hey, train man, what's happening? Just messing with my O scale, but got an N scale I wanted to open up. Just figured I'd do it live since that's my new radioactive car I showed you the other night. But I got to oil these O scales because I bought them, but I've never run them. And if you hear that whining, that's my dog. All right. I'm unboxing my Zebco oil so I can oil my trains. I got that open. Yeah, I got to oil this one. This is really loud. This is not an 040. It's a 242 Canadian Pacific little switcher. It runs really good, but it makes a terrible noise. But here's what I'm going to unbox. This is the cover. This is Atlas N gauge, which is a cool cover. But this is probably, I figure, from the 70s. He had $40 on it. I probably gave him 35 or 30. There's no barcode. There's J.C. Penney price tag for $21.99. So I paid $10 over retail, which, you know, money ain't worth nothing nowadays. Trains are worth more than money is nowadays. But here's the here's inside the box. All the cars are in here in sealed plastic, and I'm going to rip that open. I kind of hate to rip it open, you know, because like you see, I like to keep my Hot Wheels in the package, but you can't play with trains like Hot Wheels, so you got to open it up. So I'm going to peel this plastic off, try not to mess it up. Just hate the sound of Hot Wheels ripping open. Oh, I hate that sound. I could say it's got that new car smell, but it don't. It's got that new train smell. Alright, I should be able to get them on now. I'll do this down here so I don't knock anything over. There's the engine. Chicago and Northwestern. I set me up a little N-scale track here to test them out. This is there's the first car. It's an engine and 3 cars. There's the second car. That should be the second car in the train. That's the mail car. And this one here is observation. There's a set of track in there too, but I'm going to leave that in there. I got the transformer out. I'm using it on the track. Transformers right there, that little blue one, old Atlas. That's old though. I got an old one like that that's yellow. But all right, let's get the engine out and give her a test. I gotta get this off the track. Well, I had 7 and I went down to 2, so there's 2 people crazy as me out there. Oh, that's weird. Check out the bottom. I haven't been in the N-scale that long, but I'm starting to learn. I bought this at the last train show for $15 with the B unit, and that's a Chicago and Northwestern, just like this passenger train, so goes with it. Here's the all right, let's give that engine a test. It's lighting up. Yeah, there it's running. I don't think I got it on the track all the way. No, the front car was front wheels. I'm going to turn it around. Doesn't seem to want to run backwards. Yeah, I was going to pull it out, hook it all up, but I wanted you guys to see me open it up. This track ain't on, it ain't on here perfect. Need to put some re-railers in here in the track, but I got them in the other room. Let me get that train car on the track better. Engine, I mean. See how it does full blast. Yeah, it's going good now. Cars feel way too light. Yeah, the passenger cars are lighted too. That's nice. Not having very good luck. I guess this is why I'm an HO guy. Passenger cars light up really good though. All right. I'm going to put the third car on. Yeah, I figured for the set, all brand new, couldn't really beat it. And I kind of like it that it's Chicago and Northwestern. All right, let me try to get this to reverse. No. Let's push it by hand. There we go. I don't know why it's got a bad spot right there. But here it comes with the lighted cars. And I'm going to have to back. And then it crashed. I made it one lap. My track ain't level. That's part of the problem. And I'm sitting here. I'm on the inside of this is the other half of my layout. That's in my train room. I'm not in the train room. I'm in the see, there's my TV. I'm in the TV room. So this is the other half of my layout. See, there's HO track. I got the N scale right there. I got the O right there. And there's a see that shelf? Somebody built that. I got all my O scale and some of my Hot Wheels in there, but that's a door. And somebody put shelves on it, and there's a glass door that closes. I got it propped up so I can get in there. And there, a whole bunch of my O scale cars. Here's one I really like. The O scale station wagon to go on the tracks there. I ain't got much room to move around. I'm trying to put you in a good spot you can see the cars. You see it light up, but of course the light's in the middle. So it's not a real, they're not lit up with LEDs. This is old school. All right, we'll try it again. Let me see what I do with the engine. You know what I'll do? I'll put this smaller engine on. It's the same. Whoa, turn power off. That engine's pretty heavy for N scale. All right, let's give it a try. Yep, he's barely pulling them. Yeah, it's almost too much weight for him. But I bought this off my buddy at I believe this was the Novi show. I'm gonna shut that down, but I got this New York Central N scale, and then I paid $100 for these, and then I bought that engine I think for $10 more, and that's a nickel plate. So I'm gonna have the nickel plate pulling the New York Central train. Yeah, I kind of fell in love with nickel plate. I was at Beria watching trains, and there's this little kid there saying how much he liked nickel plate. Yeah, I'm going to put it on the track right now. I'm pulling the Chicago one off here. But that little 5-year-old, he knew the name of the engine, and he was saying, I'd get a nickel plate, some kind of engine. He knew more about engines than I do. But, and I started going to the museum. All right, I got the engine on. Here's the test drive. It's trying to go. There it goes. Give it full power and let it break in a little bit. Yeah, I really like Cato. Cato makes some good stuff. This is the mail car. Well, I got another mail car here. I'll put this one on first. Yeah, I wish I could slow them down, but you know, the Cato track's just getting broken, and the engines are too. And I got a whole N scale layout I got to clean up, but I don't have a good place to put it. I don't have no room in the house. I was thinking I could put it in my train room under the layout. That's what I'm thinking about doing, but then I'm going to have to take a bunch of stuff outside. So, you know, you give and take. I'll stop at next lap and hook this car up. I'll add cars one at a time. Here's the first mail car. This is a baggage car, is what you would call it. Yeah, I'm definitely not used to end scale couplers. I don't know why they aren't hooking up. Let me see what can't see. Is the coupler backwards? Oh, these cars have got KDs on them, so I can't run them. Yeah, can you see that hook? See, that's a KD. I don't have any end scale with that kind of hook, so I'm going to have to get an in-between car or something, or buy another engine, which is probably what I'll. Yeah, I didn't know they made like KDs, so I'm just going to put these cars away so nothing happens to them. I guess that's it for my trains. Let me put some oil on this O scale. I could run the O scale. Where did I put the oil? It's under this train car. It's not there. There it is. I think to put out a lot of oil. All righty. Now let's give it a try. I bought this reading because it came with the caboose. It's one of them platform cabooses. And it's not moving now. Yeah, I blew a fuse. Great. Got to reset. Oh, that train's blowing it. O scale is so loud. I don't know why it keeps stopping back here. Yeah, I see what's happening. Yep, keep shorting out. All right. I'm going to have to put the track back together and all that, so I'll mess with it later. But here's another engine I can show you that I got this in Medina a year ago, I think it was, maybe 2 years ago, but 1 or 2 years ago in Medina. But he used to work at Timken Bearing, and it came with a whole train. But I got regular size hooks there, and then I got the miniatures on the front. See, this has got like small KDs. See, there's a caboose. See how small that hook is? So this train can only be pulled by this engine. That's the problem I got with those New York Central cars. So I'll have to get it out and run it with that car. That car smokes. I mean, that engine, the Timken. And for some reason, I can't handle that smoke. Got me in here coughing like I was a smoker. And I quit smoking years ago, so it's probably irritating my lungs or something. So I'm not going to be playing much with the smoking trains unless I'm outside. I'm in the process of doing tracks in my garage, so maybe I'll do it out there. All right, I'm going to cut it off here since I got working what can be worked and got to oil these cars and stuff. All right, have a good night, everybody. I'll be seeing you after Sunday. I got yeah, let me see. Under this box is a train of O scale. Oh, that's a heavy box. I wonder what's in there. Can you guys see? Here's my gold car. I bought that down in Columbus. That's just a bunch of box cars. I'm looking for, I got an 040 Docksider, but it's not in here right now. But here's my New York Central engine. That's I bought that at a doctor's house. They were having a estate sale. All right, I'll quit babbling. Have a good night, everybody.